of the Sunshine State. He described the former president of the Nigerian Bar Association as a legal giant, scholar, administrator par excellence, and a courageous politician who spoke the truth to power till he breathed his last. He said that the late governor made great difference in the lives of his people and the nation through a combination of purposeful leadership and commitment to excellent service delivery. In the same vein, the Kwara State Governor and Chairman of Nigeria Governors Forum, NGF Abdulrahman Abdulrazak, has expressed sadness over the death of Governor Akeredolu. The NGF described Akeredolu as an exceptional statesman who made indelible marks in public service. The governor, in a statement by his chief press secretary, Rafiu Ajakaye, said that Akeredolu will be remembered for his courage, patriotism, and immeasurable contributions to the constitutional and socio-political development of Nigeria. Also, the Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has expressed sadness over the death of the Ondo State Governor Arakunrin Rotimi Akeredolu, saying that the Southwest has lost a dogged fighter and courageous leader who worked hard for the peace, prosperity, and progress of the region. Makinde, in a statement, described the death of the former president of the NBA as a loss to Yoruba land and Nigeria. He expressed his heartfelt condolences to his wife, Arabirin Betty Ayawu Akeredolu, the entire family and the government and people of Ondo State. He described the chairman of the Southwest Governors Forum as a dogged and courageous leader who worked hard with his colleagues for the peace, prosperity, and progress of Southwest states. Similarly, the All Progressives Congress APC in Oyo State described the death of the Ondo State Governor Arakunrin Akeredolu as unfortunate and regrettable in view of his contributions to humanity, democracy, and good governance in Nigeria. And still on the death of Akeredolu, the national chairman of the All Progressives Congress APC, Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, mourned the transition of the Ondo State Governor Arakunrin Oluwarotimi Akeredolu. Ganduje said that the governor left a void in the nation's political landscape. The former Kano State Governor, in a statement by his chief press secretary, Edwin Olufu, described the death of the former president of the NBA as a great loss. It's a great loss, not only to Ondo State, but to the entire country, the Progressives family, and the legal profession. The party commiserated with the deceased wife, Betty Ayawu Akeredolu, President Bola Tinubu, and the good people of Ondo State over the transition of the governor. And the opposition People's Democratic Party, PDP, has expressed sadness over the death of Governor Rotimi Akeredolu. According to a statement by the party's National Publicity Secretary, Debo Ologunagba, the PDP said that Akeredolu's death was a huge national loss. The party described the governor as a courageous and amiable personality, brilliant lawyer, and outstanding administrator with deep understanding and capacity for leadership, especially its roles towards towards the unity, stability, and development of the nation. And former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has joined other prominent Nigerians to mourn the death of Governor Akeredolu, and former Speaker of the House of Representatives Gali Umar Nahaba. Atiku said that it was a rude shock and sadness to read about the passing of the Ondo State Governor and the former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Nahaba. messages over the death of the Ondo State governor. And the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi has mourned the death of Akeredolu, and the former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Gali Naba, the former Anambra State governor and presidential candidate of the Labour Party, said that their deaths showed the nothingness of life. Obi, in a condolence message via his verified X handle, noted that the deaths of the two prominent Nigerians had shown political office holders that it is important for them to remain committed to good works. And you stay watching the AKTV News at 7 tonight. We're going on a short commercial break, and the news will continue afterwards. Please stay tuned.
The new Milo 3-in-1 Milky and Creamy is truly milky and contains calcium. No need to add milk for that rich, creamy cup, which helps to nourish and energize your kids.
You're welcome back. And now to the rest of the bulletin. The Ekiti State Governor, Mr. Biodun Oyebanji, has signed the 2024 Appropriation Bill into law. The governor, who was centered to the bill in his office in Ado-Ekiti, expressed the determination of his administration to promptly implement the budget for the benefit of Ekiti people. The appropriation bill was christened Budget of Sustainable Growth and Development. Our reporter, Yemi Olajutemu, has the rest of the story.
The 2024 budget of 159.5 billion naira was presented to the Ekiti State House of Assembly on the 13th of October. The Speaker, Mr. Adeoye Aribasoye, who presented the bill to the governor, said the legislators have thoroughly scrutinized the budget and noted that it will help the government achieve the shared prosperity agenda as well as meet the agenda of the people.
I can tell you that one of the things we did at the House of Assembly was to ask our members to also go back to their various constituencies to engage with people And by the time we came back, we realized that the budget before us aligns with the priorities of our people.
He noted that various committees in the Assembly would embark on oversight as part of budget monitoring. The governor thanked the legislators for their efforts towards the overall development of the state and assured the gathering that the budget will be fully implemented to accelerate the socio-economic development of the state and the well-being of the people.
And I'm so impressed with the quality of debate and scrutiny put in place by the members of the House of Assembly. Mr. Speaker, I've listened to you on the need to also be committed to implementing this budget. In partnership with the House of Assembly through your oversight, we will ensure that we implement this budget to the letter.
Yemi Olajutemu reporting.
And as part of efforts to improve service delivery and increase the internally generated revenue in the Ekiti State, the government has expressed its readiness to begin the collection of land use charge from property owners across the state from January next year. Governor Biodun Yebanji gave the information at the end of the year community engagement with various stakeholders held at the Oshotoko Pavilion, Government House in Ado Ekiti. Our reporter, Toba Babalola, has details.
Governor Oyebanji explains that the land use charge, which was signed into law in 2013, was a progressive tax mechanism to improve the internal revenue base of the state, which has now moved from 600 million naira to over 1 billion naira. The governor promised to lead by example on the payment of the land use charge, urging officials of the State Internal Revenue Service to brace up for the tax ahead. According to Governor Oyebanji, the charges will be shared between the states and local councils as government will focus more on the development of those local council headquarters next year.
There's a limit to the resources available to us as a government, and that is why I'm pleading with all of us. The land use charge is a 2013 law. It's a law abandoned, but government have not been able to implement it. The one thing I can assure Ekiti people is we are going to be transparent in the management of this fund. Like the chairman said, both the local government, the LCDA, and the states, we have a share of what is collected from their local government. So local government, we have more money to work.
He revealed that churches, palaces and schools are exempted from the charges. Governor Oyebanji told the incoming council chairman to change the narratives of executing petty projects but embark on mega projects that relate with those in urban centers. The chairman, Ekiti State Internal Revenue Service, Mr. Laniro Adetono, said the enumeration of houses, assessments, billing and payments of the property charge would soon commence and sought the support of relevant stakeholders to make it realizable. The Director General, Waste Management Authority, in his presentation, said the new strategies would be evolved towards making the state safer, cleaner and devoid of epidemics. The Director General, Community Communications, Mrs. Mary Osho, had earlier explained that the program was organized to appraise the remarkable impacts of Governor Oyebanji across the state in 2023, having pledged inclusive community participations to enhance grassroots development.
We are here today because we have a governor who understands grassroots democracy and grassroots governance. We have a governor who recognizes the fact that the people are the source of power upon which every government rests.
Some of those that had benefited from the Oyebanji administration, Bukola Adeleye, Mr. Aroshua, Wala Wala, David Scott, were present to attest to the impacts of the governor on them.
Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji, he made my dream come true. I'm now an employer of labor.
Toba Babalola reporting.
The governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party in Ogun State, Ladi Adebutu, has visited the state police headquarters in Abeokuta over allegations of vote buying during the March 18 governorship election. Adebutu returned to Nigeria after 6 months in the United Kingdom, visited the police headquarters to honor police invitation over allegations by the All Progressives Congress that he bought votes with preloaded ATM cards during the polls. The chairman of the APC in Ogun, Yemi Sanusi, petitions the police accusing Adebutu and other PDP members of vote buying. Report says that Adebutu was led to the State Criminal Investigation Department after meeting with the State Commissioner of Police, Abiodun Alamutu, alongside his legal team. The Senate leader, Okpeyemi Bamidele, says that the National Assembly will pass the 2024 appropriation bill on Saturday to sustain the January to December budget cycle. Senator Bamidele, who gave the information during a session with journalists at Inyekiti, said that all federal lawmakers will have to cut short their holidays to ensure the speedy passage of the 2024 appropriation bill. He said that the federal government will from next year go after economic saboteurs who are making life difficult and unbearable for Nigerians. President Bola Tinubu has advocated joint responsibility and closer collaboration between the federal and state governments to foster rapid infrastructural development across the country. Tinubu gave the information when he hosted members of the Nigerian Governors Forum at his Ikoyi residence in Lagos, submitted that governors from the 36 states of the Federation should do away with the federal, state, or rural road classifications by joining forces on development. He seized the opportunity of the visit to update the governors on the steps he had taken on the 27.7 trillion naira 2024 appropriation bill. In another development, Governor Bola Tinubu has commended Governor Simi Fubara of Rivers State for resolving the political impasse between him and the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike. Speaking during a meeting with the Nigerian Governors Forum at his residence in Lagos, the President reiterated his condemnation of the latest killings in Plateau State. President Tinubu acknowledged the presence of Governor Fubara at the meeting, commending him for his efforts to peacefully resolve the political challenges in the state. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has assured depositors of the safety of their funds in Nigerian banks, reiterating the health of deposit money banks in the country. The Apex Bank, in a statement signed by its acting director of corporate communications, Akama Sidi Ali, dismissed reports that the federal government will take over some CBN-supervised banks after the outcome of the report by CBN's special investigator, Jim Obaze. The CBN encouraged the public to continue their regular activities without being alarmed by reports that have not emanated from the Apex Bank, but about the health status of Nigerian banks. And now to foreign news. The Michigan Supreme Court has rejected a bid to remove former U.S. President Donald Trump from the 2024 ballot. The Michigan Supreme Court rejected the appeal from a group of voters in the state who challenged the former president's candidacy for the presidency under the Constitution. The voters saw the disqualification of Trump under the provision of the Constitution that bars people who have engaged in insurrection or rebellion from holding office if they have previously sworn an oath to the United States. The ruling now allowed Trump to remain on the ballot, in contrast to a decision by Colorado's Apex Court last week to disqualify him under the same constitutional provision. In the meantime, the United States has expressed deep concern over reports that Iran has accelerated its production of weapons-grade uranium. The report by the United Nations to member states said that Iran had increased the rate at which it was producing near weapons-grade uranium in recent weeks, reversing a previous slowdown that started in mid-2023. Meanwhile, Iran's atomic energy chief, Mohammad Eslami, has dismissed the concern, insisting that Iran had done nothing new and is working according to the rules. And now to Israel. Israel strike have killed 6 men in the occupied West Bank of North Shams. The report says that the strikes, which were deliberate, claimed the lives of the deceased aged between 16 and 29 who were standing watching the raid. The report added that an Israeli soldier also went into an ambulance and stabbed a man who is now receiving treatment in an intensive care unit. And that's our package on the EKTV News at 7 tonight. Thanks for watching and good evening.
iṣẹ́ látòrọ̀ ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ìròyìn lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ fún ti àṣálẹ́ òní. Bùkọ́lá Adébùkọ́lá lórúkọ tèmi. Ìròyìn ọ̀hún rèé. Adájọ́ àgbà ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ondo, adájọ́ Olúṣẹ́gun Òrùṣọlá ló ti búra wọṣẹ́ fún Lucky Ayédàtiwa bíi gómìnà alágbádá keje ní ìpínlẹ̀ ọ̀hún. Ayédàtiwa ni wọ́n búra fún lọ́fíìsì gómìnà nílùú Àkúrẹ́. Bákan náà, olórí ilé aṣòfin ìpínlẹ̀ ọ̀hún Ọlámídé Ọládíje, àwọn ọmọ ìgbìmọ̀ ilé aṣòfin, akọ̀wé ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ náà ọmọbabìnrin Ọládùnní Odù àti alága ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC Adé Adétìmẹ́yìn ló wà ń kalẹ̀ níbi ètò náà. Àwọn yòókù ni àwọn ìgbìmọ̀ aṣèjọba, àwọn òtòdìpọ̀ òṣèlú mú àti àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú ọ̀hún. Gómìnà Ayédàtiwa nínú ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ júwe ikú gómìnà tẹ́lẹ̀ Akérédolú bí ìbànújẹ́ ńlá. Ó kẹ́dùn pẹ̀lú ẹbí gómìnà, àwọn lọ́balọ́ba nílùú Ọ̀wọ̀ àti àwọn èèyàn ìpínlẹ̀ ọ̀hún. Gómìnà Ayédàtiwa sọ wípé gúúsù ìwọ̀ oòrùn ni yóò máa rántí ipa takuntakun tí olóògbé náà kó nínú ìdásílẹ̀ Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn tó ti dènà ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ìjínigbé, ìṣekúpani àti ìwà jàgídíjàgan lọ́nàkan òjọ̀kan. Bákan náà, Ààrẹ Bọ́lá Tinubu ti kẹ́dùn pẹ̀lú gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ondo tẹ́lẹ̀ olóògbé Olúwarótìmí Akérédolú. Ó júwe rẹ̀ bíi ọ̀rẹ́ minú àti arákùnrin òun tòótọ́. Ààrẹ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ sọ pé Akérédolú ló jẹ́ akíkanjú tó sì máa ń jà fẹ́tọ̀ọ́ ọmọ èèyàn. Ààrẹ Tinubu nínú ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ wòye wípé ó jẹ́ ohun kan tó burú jáì ní bí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ìlú Ọ̀wọ̀ lọ́jọ́ 5 oṣù kejì ọdún 2022 níbi tí àwọn darandaran kan ti ṣekú pa bí 40 àwọn olùjọ́sìn nílé ìjọsìn ti St Francis nílùú Ọ̀wọ̀. Ó ní ńṣe ni Akérédolú bú sẹ́kún gbẹrẹgẹdẹ lásìkò tó ń fọ̀rọ̀ tóun létí. Ó sọ pé ó ní àwọn àfojúsùn olórí rere àti àgbà ìlú tòótọ́. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Bíọ́dún Oyèbánjí ti kẹ́dùn pẹ̀lú ẹbí àti àwọn ará ìpínlẹ̀ Ondo lórí ikú arákùnrin Olúwarótìmí Akérédolú. Oyèbánjí júwe ikú Akérédolú bí ìbànújẹ́ ńlá àti àdánù ńlá fún ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àti orílẹ̀-èdè lápapọ̀. Ó pé ìròyìn ikú náà ló bá òun lójijì. Oyèbánjí nú àtẹ̀jáde tí bọ́bá jíròrò pàtàkì lótò ìròyìn rẹ̀ Yínká Oyèbọ̀dé fi síta sọ wípé ìjọba àti àwọn ènìyàn ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì ló kẹ́dùn pẹ̀lú ìjọba àti àwọn èèyàn ìpínlẹ̀ Ondo ní àsìkò ìbànújẹ́ yìí. Ó júwe olóògbé náà tó jẹ́ ààrẹ ẹgbẹ́ amòfin ilẹ̀ nàìjíríà tẹ́lẹ̀ bí akíkanjú agbẹjọ́rò tó ní ìmọ̀ tó sì gbójú gbóyà. bákan náà gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ ọ̀yọ́ ọ̀gbẹ́ni ṣèyí mákindé ti kẹ́dùn ikú gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ ondo tẹ́lẹ̀ arákùnrin rotimi akérèdọ́lù ló sọ wípé ó jẹ́ àdánù ńlá fágbègbè gúúsù ìwọ̀ oòrùn ilẹ̀ yìí bí olóògbé ọ̀hún tó jẹ́ olórí àti adarí rere tó níwà akíkanjú tó sì ṣiṣẹ́ fún àlàáfíà àti ìtẹ̀síwájú agbègbè gúúsù ìwọ̀ oòrùn. mákindé nínú àtẹ̀jáde kan júwe ikú ààrẹ ẹgbẹ́ àwọn agbẹjọ́rò tẹ́lẹ̀ náà bí àdánù ńlá fúnlẹ̀ yorùbá àti orílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà. ó kẹ́dùn pẹ̀lú aya rẹ̀ arábìnrin betty anyanwu akérèdọ́lù àti àwọn ẹbí àti ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ ondo. bákan náà ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú apc ní ìpínlẹ̀ ọ̀yọ́ ló ti júwe ikú olóògbé gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ ondo tẹ́lẹ̀ arákùnrin olúwarótìmí akérèdọ́lù bí àdánù ńlá tí ó jẹ́ fún orílẹ̀-èdè yìí àti ìjọba tiwantiwa. akérèdọ́lù tó jáde láyé lọ́mọ ọdún mẹ́tàdínláàádọ́rin ilé ìwòsàn lórílẹ̀-èdè germany lẹ́yìn tó ń bá àwọn àìsàn kan fínra ní sáà kejì rẹ̀ lórí àlééfà léyìí tó wọlé ní 2016 sí 2020. bákan náà ni alukoro ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú ọ̀làwálé sádàrè sọ pé ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú náà ni yóò máa rántí ipa rere olóògbé akérèdọ́lù. alága àpapọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú apc nílẹ̀ yìí ọ̀mọ̀wé abdullahi ganduje ló ti kẹ́dùn ikú olóògbé gómìnà arákùnrin olúwarótìmí akérèdọ́lù. ganduje sọ pé gómìnà náà ló fi ààyè ńlá sílẹ̀ lágbo òṣèlú ilẹ̀ yìí. gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ kánò tẹ́lẹ̀ náà nínú àtẹ̀jáde sọ pé tí akọ̀wé ìròyìn rẹ̀ edwin olófù fi síta nílùú àbújá júwe ikú náà bíi àdánù ńlá fún orílẹ̀-èdè yìí àti ẹbí àti ẹ̀ka amòfin. wá kẹ́dùn pẹ̀lú aya rẹ̀ betty ààrẹ bọ́lá tinubu àtàwọn èèyàn ìpínlẹ̀ ondo. gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ kwara àti alága ìgbìmọ̀ àpapọ̀ àwọn ẹgbẹ́ gómìnà nílẹ̀ yìí abdulrahman abdulrasaq ló ti kẹ́dùn ikú olóògbé gómìnà olúrótìmí akérèdọ́lù. ojúwe ikú akérèdọ́lù bíi èyí tó jẹ́ àdánù ńlá fún ẹ̀ka òṣèlú nílẹ̀ yìí. nínú àtẹ̀jáde tí akọ̀wé ìròyìn àgbà gómìnà rafiu àjàkáyé fi síta sọ pé wọ́n ó máa rántí akérèdọ́lù fún ìfarajì àti ìwà akin rẹ̀. ní báyìí ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ní fún wa lórí kejì.
Across the bridge, there's no more sorrow.
This is announcing the burial ceremony of a martyr, Mama Rachel Ebun Akinleye ni Ogumadewa, slept in the Lord on Thursday, 27th of July, 2023, at 91 years. Burial arrangements are as follows. Friday, 5th of January, 2024, commendation service at St. Paul's Anglican Church, Oraye Quarters, Ise-Ekiti, at 10 a.m. prompt. Christian Wake, same day, at our residence, 11 Adobomi Lane, beside Deeper Life Bible Church, Okisha Quarters, Ise-Ekiti, at 4 p.m. While lying in state comes off same day at our residence at 6:45 p.m. prompt. Saturday, the 6th of January, 2024, final burial service at our residence at 9 a.m. prompt. Interment follows immediately at the same venue. While Thanksgiving service comes up at CAC Zonal Headquarters, Oke-Igbala, 2 Oraye, Ise-Ekiti, at 10 a.m. prompt. End reception at Ise Civic Hall and Grounds, Ise-Ekiti, Ekiti State. Mama is survived by children. Adieu, Mama.
ìmọ̀mọ́rẹ́sẹ̀ lẹ́bùnúwa kílẹ̀yẹ kó túbọ̀ agbórun sọ̀rọ̀ ire. ọmọ ògùn ìjẹ̀bú ọmọ olówó àrèjẹrẹ ẹdùn. ọmọ tún lùmọ̀jọ ilẹ̀ amárọ̀wẹ̀. ọmọ ògèṣàn ìdádé àbárẹ̀ ìdádé láòfin. ọmọ ọwọ́ ọmọ ẹkùn burú àdé ọmọ ẹkùn kẹrin torówá tàdé. ọ̀rẹ́ ìdùgbà àti yìnrìnyín sunkún ara igi ọ̀dọ̀lá.
Announcer, the children.
Across the bridge.
ẹ káàbọ̀ padà ìròyìn lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ ń tẹ̀síwájú. gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ èkìtì ọ̀gbẹ́ni bíọ́dún oyèbánjí ló ti bu ọwọ́ lu abá ètò ìṣúná fọdún 2024 tó dín ní ọgọ́jọ bílíọ̀nù náírà. gómìnà lásìkò tó ń bọ́ lu àbádòfin náà lọ́fíìsì rẹ̀ nílùú adó sọ pé ìjọba òun farajì láti ṣàmúṣẹ ètò ìṣúná náà fún àǹfààní àwọn ènìyàn ìpínlẹ̀ èkìtì. àbádòfin náà pè ní àbádòfin ìdúróore àti ìdàgbàsókè. lára akitiyan láti mú ìgbáyégbádùn àti àkóyawọ́ wá sí ètò owó wọlé lábẹ́lé ní ìpínlẹ̀ yìí ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì ló ti ṣàkànṣe ìgbáradì rẹ̀ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń gba owó ilẹ̀ lórí ilé lọ́wọ́ àwọn onídùkìá káàkiri ìpínlẹ̀ yìí láti oṣù kínní ọdún tó ń bọ̀. Gómìnà Bíọ́dún Oyèbánjí ló sọ̀rọ̀ yìí lásìkò ìpàdé pẹ̀lú àwọn aráàlú àtàwọn tọ́rọ̀ kàn tó wáyé ní gbọ̀ngàn Ọ̀ṣuntókun nílé ìgbé ìjọba nílùú Àdó Èkìtì. Olùdíje fún ipò gómìnà lẹ́gbẹ́ òṣèlú PDP ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn Ládi Adébútú ló ti ṣàbẹ̀wò sí oríkò iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá ní eléwé ẹran nílùú Abẹ́òkúta látàrí ẹ̀sùn tí wọ́n fi kàn án wípé ó ra ìbò lásìkò ètò ìdìbò gómìnà ọjọ́ 18 oṣù kẹta ọdún. Adébútú tó padà sórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà láti ilẹ̀ UK lẹ́yìn oṣù mẹ́fà ló farahàn ní oríkò iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá ọ̀hún láti dáhùn ìbéèrè àwọn ọlọ́pàá látàrí ẹ̀sùn tí ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC fi kàn wípé ó ra ìbò pẹ̀lú owó tó kó sínú ATM. Alága ẹgbẹ́ APC ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn Yẹmí Sànúsí ló ti kọ ìwé ẹ̀sùn sí àwọn ọlọ́pàá tó fẹ̀sùn kan Adébútú àti àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú PDP pé wọ́n lọ́wọ́ nínú ríra ìbò. Ilé ẹjọ́ tó ga jùlọ lórí Chicago lórílẹ̀‐èdè Amẹ́ríkà ló ti tako ìgbésẹ̀ láti dènà ààrẹ tẹ́lẹ̀ nílẹ̀ ọ̀hún Donald Trump láti kópa létò ìdìbò lọ́dún 2024. Ilé ẹjọ́ tó ga jùlọ ní Michigan ọ̀hún ló tako ẹjọ́ kòtẹ́milọ́rùn tí ẹgbẹ́ olùdìbò kan pè tí wọ́n fi ń tako ìgbésẹ̀ ààrẹ tẹ́lẹ̀ ọ̀hún